let's drag our effect here. So this is our smoke. I will open it now, and you can see what we have here. It's named smoke. Now we will make another emitter, which is, let's use the fontaine. Why not? We already used it before, so we will continue with that. So now we made two emitters. One of them is our smoke, and one of them is the fontaine, which is by default. So I will stop it here, and now we have to make it the same like here. Okay, so let's start first. This is our material, smoke material, which we have here. So let's add it here. Let's write smoke material. Perfect. Now it looks like that. You can see here it's the original texture, which is 8x8, but we don't want to see it like that. So that's why I told you to count every texture you have inside. So let's open here in the sub-UV, and here it's 1 by 1. So that's why here we see all of them together in one image. So here we have to write 8x8 because we count them, and now you can see it's only 1 by 1 here. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have to be careful with the source mode, alignment, and facing mode. So it's particles, unaligned, and face camera. Particles automatic have to be unaligned and face camera for better results. Okay, now we don't see any difference, but for sure you will see it later. So let's click save. First we will rename this emitter to here to smoke origin, for example. Perfect. And let's continue. Okay, now here have to be emitter state, have to be system. Okay, system because it's infinite. Let's check the spawn rate. Here we have 662. So here let's make it same, 662. This is the number of particles which are going to be emitted from the beginning here. Okay, let's continue. Here initial particles. So here is the lifetime and the size. So we have to add both of them. So here the lifetime is, let's see, between 1 and 1.5. Okay, so let's write 1.5. Okay, here the cover, let's check the cover. Nobody touched it before, so we want to do it here as well. Only the size here is between 50 and 100 for better details. So let's do it. Here it's 6 and 12, so 50 and 100. And now you can see we have this. They're bigger and it looks terrible now, but we will fix it. Okay, let's continue. So here we have some rotation angle, minus 360 and 360. So let's add a rotation in our textures because now they're spawned in only one direction. So we want to spawn them in different variations to rotate them again for better details. Okay, now let's click here, direct angle degrees, and here let's click this arrow here to add these two values from where our particles will be spawned. So random range float, and here let's write minus 360 and 360. And now again you can't see much difference, but here you can see how they're rotating. Every of these particles will be in different rotation value. So let's click save here. Let's continue. We are ready with these settings here. Sphere location here. So shape location is sphere here, and it's 8. Here it's 1 only. Okay, let's make it 1 here. Perfect. Add velocity. So it's in cone. Okay, it's in cone. No problem. Here they looks a bit different, the names, because this is the older version of Niagara stuff. But here I am supposing them together that you can see the differences and how to use the newest when you have something from previous versions. And here at velocity, it's in cone. So again, we have cone angle, we have a velocity strength. So let's see where they are here. So velocity speed, okay, and velocity cone angle, okay. And this is the strength. So the names are different already. And now I will make it only one speed. We don't need two speeds. So first let's check. The cone angle, it's 111. Okay, let's make it same. At velocity, cone angle 111. Okay, here It looks terrible, but we will fix it. And the speed, let's see the speed, it's 301. Okay, let's make it 300. Okay, that's perfect. But why it's falling down in our viewport? Because we have a gravity force, guys. We have to stop it or to delete it. Now you can see it's much better. Okay, I will delete this gravity force. When you click on them, you can stop them by clicking this check button here, or just to click delete on your keyboard, or onto delete. It's up to you. Okay, particle state here, same. Drag, we have the friction, so let's add a drag. We already have it, but it's too small. So let's make the value 1. Now the friction will start to work here and to stop our particles to go further. Okay, we have acceleration force. This is like the velocity, but like we are giving more speed to our velocity. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it's like a helping tool to the velocity. So yeah, let's click this plus icon here and to click acceleration force. Let's see the difference between them. So we have minimum and maximum. So let's do it with you now. We will place it to the same place, and here, this arrow, random range vector. And now it's time to check the values. Here it's 12, 10, 0. Okay, let's do it. 12, 10, and 0. Okay, here it's 32, minus 10, and 10. Okay. Minus 10. So we are giving now speed of our particles in every on this direction. So you can see what will change here. So this will go like that. It works like a traction from a wind. So you can make a lot of stuff from here. You can see, but here the values are too high now. You have to play with these values when you have time, and you can make really nice effects, guys. Okay, acceleration force here. And now here scale cover, we don't need it. This scale cover here. Okay, we have a cover node. So I'll stop this one to see how the cover it looks. So we have this cover here, which is white cover, but with opacity inside. Okay, so let's do it. Here the plus icon, cover, and you'll see this, but we have to make it cover from curve. Okay, perfect. So we have to choose our cover of our textures here. It's white. Let's click OK. Now we have to decrease the opacity. So it has to be 0.05. Okay, now you can see it's more like a small, guys. We don't see these sharp covers like before. And we want at the end to be 0. So at the end of the animation to be 0. So it's 0. Okay. And let's click save. Perfect. Let's move the cover here next to the acceleration force. So forces, it's okay. Scale sprite size. So the scale sprite size, it's a tool which helps us to scale the particles during their lifetime. So now I'll show you. So again, the plus icon, scale, scale sprite size, and you see this. Okay, let's see how it looks here. Here it's different. Here we have vector 2D from float, float from curve, curve for floats. So let's do it with you. How to do it? Okay, I will bring this scale cover here. Curve for floats. Okay, non-uniform here. So here have to be 2D by float. Here float. Have to be float from curve, and voila, we have it already. So now you can see how it looks. So they're starting big like 1. Now you can see they're starting big. At the end of their lifetime, they are decreasing their scale to 0. So this is how this scale sprite size it's working exactly. We are choosing on which size to start, in which size to end, what to be their size in the middle of the animation. It's like another tool with which we are giving details to our particles. So let's see here. So they're starting. Okay, I have to activate it. Let's see. they're starting with 0.5, so they're starting really small and increasing during the lifetime. So this is how have to look the drift smoke. So the end of them, it's 3.88, okay, for example. Okay, let's do it with you now. I will stop it. And here the beginning will be 0.5 and the end will be 3.88. For example, now you can see how it looks. They're really small at the beginning, at the end they're big. Okay, here I move it without a reason. Okay, now here the end is 3.8 and here it's 0.5. But here they look smooth. For example, you can see how smooth is the line. So let's make it smooth. By clicking this right button here you have to click break, and now everything looks smooth. Perfect. Let's click save. Scale sprite size is ready, and this sub UV, it's really important because this gives the animation to our textures from the flipbooks texture. It takes the animation from these flipbooks and place it inside the particles. So let's click this plus sub UV animation, and let's see how it's linear 64. So 8 by 8 is 64. So you have to count. And here linear, okay, start 0, 64. Here have to be mesh, maybe. No, it's not mesh, sorry, it's sprite here. And here it's sprite renderer. Perfect. Now we have the animation inside. If you see closer, you can see, okay, I will stop it now to see how it looks. Now it's with the animation from the flipbook. Now it's without. So they're not moving that much. And when we activate it, we have more circle animation and rotations to these particles. Okay, let's click save. And let's start the ready one. Okay. Let's see what we have here. It's in another direction. Okay, let's fix the direction. So let's check everything how it is. So the velocity. Okay, now the direction it's different. So what we have to do, we have to come to the velocity to open it and to see the cone axis here. Let's check it here. Here have to be 0. And now it's on the right direction, guys. Okay. Here we have a distribution, so I will stop them to see how it looks. Okay. That's good. Let's click save. Now it's on the same direction. Okay, the shape location here, it's too small. We have to increase it a bit from where our particles will spawn. Maybe like 8. Okay, it looks much better in the beginning. That's good. So here it's 1, 1, 1 here, the non-uniform scale. Let's check how it's here. Non-uniform scale, we don't have non-uniform scale here. Maybe in the transform menu, it's 1, 1, 1. Okay, it's same. Here I will write just 8. So here you can choose what type of mesh to looks the emitting point here. But sphere, it's by default. So let's keep it. And yeah, let's click save to see how it looks. Perfect. Let's see the velocity here. That if we decrease the velocity, you can see the power there really fast and it looks terrible. But if it's smaller, like lower than 300, we have this, which is also not good. So 310 will be more than enough. And maybe the scale sprite size at the beginning have to be more, like 1. Okay, but let's click save. Okay, perfect. So even now I'm making changes from this effect to this one to look even better than how it was before into the cinematic, which you see into the course main page. So here everything is same, drag, same, acceleration, same, okay, color, same. Here it's not in the beginning, it's here, but this is, it doesn't make any sense. It's same if it's here or here or here, so don't worry. So forces, same. Scale sprite size only here, it's 1, and here it's 3.88, and sub preview animation 64 here as well. And yeah, spawn rate, same number. Let's decrease a bit more the intensity of the cover, because our sprites, our particles are big and they're too much. Maybe we will reduce them to 415, and also the cover here 0.02. Okay, that's perfect. Let's click save, and now we are ready with effects. If you want to decrease the cover of your smoke, if you want to be not that heavy in your scene, you have to come here, click twice here, and to decrease the opacity as much as you want. You cannot even one more 0 here. It doesn't matter. If it works perfect for you, why not? So have this in mind, guys, if you want to decrease the cover from here, from the opacity, and to decrease the spawn rate number as well, because they're too much, they're big, and yeah, that's why it looks more sharper, the covers inside.